Hey guys, Adam from realworldworship.org, the Real World Worship blog, and this is my mini rig. Mini rigs are great because you can pick up a cheap, pedaltrain Nano Plus just for so cheap. This is a Nano Plus. I have a classic Nano I picked up for like 20 bucks on Craigslist, super cheap. If you have extra pedals, you can throw it on there. If you need something to take, like if you're, playing the main service, but then, hey, you got to play youth group afterwards, you don't have to pick up your whole rig. You can just have this sitting up there already. And then it's great backup, if something goes on or whatever. This really is a mini version of my main rig. My main rig's right here. I talked about that in another video. But, it runs into the Concord Buffer made by Emerson Custom. And it's a great sounding buffer. I think it's really nice. Goes into the wave cannon. It's a overdrive distortion fuzz. I have it set right now. It's more on the overdrive side. But just a great sounding pedal. And with the LA metal, which is awesome. This is not an expensive pedal. This I've had for a long time, and but any kind of overdrive is great here, and this kind of matches. It's a pared down version of what I'm doing here. I don't have maybe all the controls, but I have enough. I can get the same tones. I can get if you're comparing it to this thing, I can get a milder tone and a harder tone. It all works out. I have 2 delay pedals on here. And that's partly because I only have 1 reverb pedal right now, and partly just because I like these pedals. I wanted to pull them out. One here is the Kilobyte Lo-Fi Delay by Caroline Guitar Company, who also make the wave cannon. This is my oldest pedal. I've had it the longest. I will not sell it. I love it. It is just the coolest, weirdest delay. If it was tap tempo, it would be on my main board, and it would be all I'd use. But I got to have tap tempo, so it's here. But I kind of use this for different things. Right now, looking at it, it's just kind of set for echoes, for like arpeggios or long strums, something like that. Just a really nice background sound. But great slapback sound, great U2 sound. There's a lot of good stuff on here. I just have a lot of fun with it. And then over here is the Dd5 Delay from Boss. It has a tap tempo that I need to put a cable there for. Between these two, I can cover a lot of ground. I can get real ambient, don't really need the reverb then, and then I can get all the tap tempo stuff. So I could go to a youth camp with this. If we were playing, if you're playing main service here, but then there's a thing in the evening, or a smaller Bible study, I could go anywhere with this thing and play any kind of thing. I could play, with a bar band doing rock covers, and I could play with a with a church band. Even like youth group isn't even, just because I have all this fuzz and the LA metal. I mean, seriously, I could go into any church on a Sunday morning, doing like standard Jesus Culture, Elevation, Hillsong stuff, and I could play along with those guys. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do everything. It's a mini rig, but I could do most of it. So it's really nice to have. It's complementary to this. I understand the logic if somebody wanted to go completely opposite of their main rig, but it's complementary to this. It's a great place for me to have pedals that aren't on my main rig, that I still want to pull out from time to time, that I still want to play around with, and so it's a really nice option to have. It's a really affordable option to have. I mean, if you already have all the pedals, really to add, it's like an extra $20 to $40 depending. It's all powered off of a Visual Sounds one spot. It's super easy to power, super easy to put together. It's just patched together. It's not anything special, but it sounds really fun, and it's a lot of fun, and it's something different. If I'm getting a little bored or stagnant creatively with my main rig, well, I switch over to this guy, and it's a lot of fun. So anyway, something to consider. Check out having a mini rig for your church worship ministry.